Hey, good morning, guys. I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so let's start the session. Just a minute.
Sir, one question I have regarding the class.
Please tell me.
Okay, so we have 9 a.m. batch. So yesterday you told, right, there is also one more session you are taking parallel. So I just confused whether I have to attend both the session because 2 hours timing I'm not able to get. So one session if it is covered. So if it is
Yeah,
three.
no problem. Actually, you know what I was telling.
Uh-huh.
If people wanted to make out at the earliest,
Okay.
at the earliest, if you want to complete it in 1 month, if you want to complete, rather
Uh-huh.
than waiting for 3 months, that is 2.5 to 3 months. I
Okay.
said parallel, you can attend two batches.
Acha, okay, then fine. 3 months I am able to do because in 1 month I don't have that much hurry
Actually,
because I yeah.
yeah, so
Okay.
8 to 9 you can attend, and
9
9
to
to 10.
10, 9 to
Both
10 I
batches
can
you can
attend.
attend if you want to complete it in 1 month.
That is not hurry actually to complete in 1 month because 3 months is okay for me. I'm not able to give that much of if time to attend the class and doing the practice.
Sure. 1 more is
So
enough. Okay.
1 hour is sufficient for me, I guess.
No, sure. No issues. No issues, no.
Mm.
Thank you.
And
So,
we will
please.
getting the recording for that, right?
Yeah, recordings, material, everything will be given to you as a routine
Oh,
process.
okay, okay, sure then. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys. So yesterday we have discussed a few things. Okay. About this one. What is it, guys? Let me just brush it up the set here before we start the process. Everyone.
Sir,
So
one more. Can I ask now?
please.
Sir, yesterday you shared the cloudnatives.com course content, right? We couldn't able that open that course content. Can you please walk us once related to
Sure,
course?
definitely. Just 1 minute. Yeah, this is the one you have it. The cloud innovatives. Okay, this is my platform. So wherein you go here with the data engineering full stack, Azure data engineering full stack. So once we go here, can you see the modules which are covered here? Just have a look on this. These are the modules which we covered in the data factory. Okay. So module 1, that is module 2, then under the module 3, and then the module 4, module 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, and the 9. These are the modules we have it in the data factory. So these are nothing but the assignments name, what we are going to see the assignment name. And here using the Synapse module 1 in the Synapse, can you see it? These are the one you have it in the Synapse. And these are about the SQL, using of SQL. And this is Synapse SQL with Spark tools. Okay. So can you see here? All these are the things you have it. Wherein exclusively when you talk about the this one, what is that? We have it as the Databricks. This is the Databricks you have it. Okay. Databricks. And these are all the, that is module wise it's written, but practically the things will, while using it, we will use it in a different method. Okay. And these are all the things you have it. And basically the snowflake, all this can see it. So these are all the things you can, these are the basically, the sessions what we are going to see, details about the sessions. what each session consists of, the case study, okay, all this. Okay, guys. And the fees and all those things, this is not exactly, updated one. So we have to update it. So just you can check with the Durga soft for rest of the things. Okay. So you can just check here in the detailed way. I'll just, okay, share you the link once more. Everyone in the chat box, I'll give you. Now you can go directly. Everyone just check it in the chat box.
Yeah,
Fine, guys.
got it, sir. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So anyways, and even in the recordings also, when you talk about the recordings, even the YouTube channel, I'll show you directly. You will have all my recordings here. Okay. These are all the videos which I have it right now.
So is this yesterday's recording available here?
Yeah. Yesterday's one is also available. So these are all the recordings. This is my channel. So, okay, if you want to visit, many sample videos are there, not only the demo videos, but apart from this, the subject related videos are also there, wherein we have some, okay, already seen some sessions. So those sessions are also there, okay. See, just such as AWS, you have it. So all these videos, you can check it off. Okay, one by one. There are many videos are there, more than 100 and 150 and all. You can check the videos on, okay. So this is the channel, you have it. I'm putting up in the chat box. This one also you can refer it. Okay. So you can check this channel for the YouTube. Okay. So that's it, guys. Let's begin the session. Today's session, let's begin it, everyone. So now, guys, let me brush it up before we move further. So, guys, as you know, when we talk about the Azure data engineering, Azure data engineering. So, guys, the Azure data engineering is nothing but, everyone. The Azure data engineering is nothing but, the Azure data engineering is the bunch of cloud services, as we all know, everyone. It's a bunch of cloud services. So it is a bunch of cloud services. It's a bunch of cloud services, and wherein, guys, it's a bunch of cloud services wherein we have, what is that? The Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services. It's a bunch of what, guys? Cloud services. Wherein, when we talk about the list of the tasks we can achieve it by using these services is nothing but called as what? Data migration. And then we have the data integration, guys. Data migration, data integration. Then we have the data summarization, data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then we have the data visualization. So data migration, data integration, and the data summarization. So guys, these all are the, guys, everyone, these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering, guys. And when you talk about the bunch of cloud services, as we know that the Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services. These are the cloud services we have it, which we have already discussed it yesterday. But I'm just brushing up right now. So which we have ADF, then we have the ADB, and then we have the Synapse, guys, everyone. Then we have the Synapse, ADF, ADB, Synapse. Then we have, what is it? Fabric. And then we also have the AI, artificial intelligence, and then we have the machine learning, guys. Many more are there, but I'm listing out few of it. Okay. Then we have the open AI as well. Okay, these are all the bunch of cloud services we have it, guys. So the whole process of this data engineering activity, everyone, the whole, the process of this data engineering activity starts from where, guys? It starts from the collection of data, guys. Data, as you know, data is nothing but, guys, information, as you know, everyone. So information is basically, we can get it from the following sources. What is that? Social networking sites. You know already what is social networking sites. Social networking sites, you know already. Then apart from this, even, you know, guys, we can get the data from the banking applications. And guys, we can also get the data from the live streaming process. Live streaming process. And then we can also get the data from the live streaming process, guys. And apart from the live streaming process, we can also get the data from the that is human generated, human or I can say, guys, machine generated data. All this is called as what, guys? It comes under the category of big data. You know already, everyone. Okay, big data. So what is the big data, guys? Big data is nothing but what? The massive volume of the data is called as what, guys? Big data is called as what? Big data. The massive volume of the data is called as what, guys? Big data. The massive volume of the data is called as what, guys? Big data. And as already you know, the big data is classified, everyone. The big data is classified into the following categories. What is that? Structured data, guys. You know already, we have discussed it yesterday. Structured data, that is in the form of a table, and wherein that table is in the form of what, guys? Rows and columns. And then the next one we have it as what, guys? The second one, that is called as what? Semi-structured data. Semi-structured data. So guys, semi-structured data is nothing but what? This is nothing but the data which is recorded in the form of JSON, HTML, and XML formats, etc. Wherein the third one is called as what, guys? Unstructured data. You know already, unstructured means no structure for this data. So basically, unstructured in the sense, it comes as what? Photos in your mobile phone, guys. And then you have the videos, photos, videos, chat history, photos, videos, chat history, guys, everyone. Photos, videos, chat history, everyone. Photos, videos, chat history, all this comes under the unstructured data, guys. So whereas to deal with the structured, semi-structured, or unstructured, the data engineer, the Azure data engineer, guys, the Azure data engineer needs to store the data into the Azure storages. What is that? Azure storages. Azure storages. So what are those? Azure storages. So guys, here you can say the Azure storages are common for all the services. Means what? Whether we use the ADB, guys, whether we use the ADF, or whether we use the Fabric, guys, everyone, whether we use the ADF, ADB, or we use the Fabric, or any other service we use it, these storages are common, guys. Every service has to use this storage. Without the storage, they cannot work, guys. Okay. So I can say, guys, ADF, ADB, or the Synapse, or we can say, guys, the Fabric, and then we can say, guys, AI, can say Fabric, AI. These are all called as what, guys? These are all called as what? Everyone. These are all called as what? Okay, guys. These all are called as what, guys? These all are called as the Azure storages. These are called as what? Azure storages. What are the, sorry, these all are used for, that is, these all can use the Azure storages. But actually the data is stored within the Azure storages only. Whether it is structured data, semi-structured data, or the unstructured data, you have it. Any kind of data you deal with, but it has to be stored inside the Azure storages before we use it for a service. The first type of storage I can say, guys, the Azure Blob Storage. The Azure Blob Storage, which stands for what, guys? Azure Blob Storage means what? The Azure Blob Storage is a very basic storage in Azure, where blob stands for binary large object, guys. Blob stands for what? Binary large object. And this can store any kind of data. What any kind of data, guys? Whether you have the structured data, guys, or you have the semi-structured data, or you have the unstructured data, any kind of data you have it, all these kind of data you can store it into the Azure storages. What is it? Structured data, semi-structured data, guys. Structured data, semi-structured data, and then we have what's it, guys? Unstructured data. So any kind of data we have it, it can be stored here, guys. It can be stored into the Azure storages. The second one, guys, I can say, guys, Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So why the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 is introduced rather than being like rather than using the ADL, that is the blob storage. Basically, you have a debug here. That is sorry, you have a bug here. What is the bug? We can say, guys, we have or we can store up to only 500 TB data. You can store up to how much data, guys? Only 500 TB data you can store it. You cannot store the data more than 500 TB here, everyone. You cannot store the data more than 500 TB into the Azure Blob Storage. Guys, we cannot store the data more than 500 TB into the Azure Blob Storage. So hence we store the data further. If you have very massive amount of data is there, then we store it into the Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Then the Gen 2 storage, whatever you have it, the Gen 2 storage, everyone, supports the following. What is it, guys? It supports, everyone, unlimited storage. Means what? There is no limit for unlimited storage. Unlimited storage. It can support what is it, guys? Unlimited storage. Means what? There is no limit for storing the data, guys. There is no limit for storing the data. In the same way, guys, you have the third type of storage. What is it called? At what? Azure SQL database. Azure SQL database. So guys, the Azure SQL database is the another storage where you have what's it, guys? Azure SQL database. It can store only structured data, guys. It cannot store semi-structure or unstructured. Why? Because the SQL uses what is it, guys? SQL is nothing but it's a database. Database will store the data in the form of tables, and the table data is in the form of what, guys? Rows and columns. So hence, guys, hence we cannot store, everyone. Hence we cannot store the data except in the form of a tables in any other format into the Azure SQL database. And then you have the next one, guys, Azure Cosmos DB. Cosmos DB. So what do you mean Cosmos DB, guys? Cosmos DB is the another storage which is called as what, guys? Which is called as what, guys? It is called as a, everyone. It is called as a semi database, not the full database, guys. It's called a semi database, wherein guys, we can store structured and semi structured data, wherein it is called as what? NoSQL database. It is called as what? NoSQL DB. It is called as what? NoSQL DB. NoSQL DB. That means NoSQL database. So here you can say, guys, NoSQL DB. That means there will be no SQL language. When there is no SQL language, there will be no cards rules or any relational rules in the same. So hence we can store the data in the semi-structure or structure. This is the advantage of the Cosmos DB. You have it. In the same way, you have the another one. What is it? Azure MongoDB, guys. MongoDB. So guys, MongoDB is also the same one. MongoDB is also the same one, which can store the data in what's it, guys? Structured and the semi-structured, but unstructured anyways, it is not supported because this also uses what's it, guys? NoSQL database. Because this also uses what, guys? NoSQL database. Everyone, NoSQL database. Everyone is clear with the concept? Yes. And in the third, that is the next one, you can say, guys, Azure Synapse. What should you can say, guys? Azure Synapse. So guys, we have what's it? Azure Synapse. Azure Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics. So guys, we can say guys, what is it? Azure Synapse Analytics. So as you already know that Azure Synapse Analytics is what, everyone? It's a data warehouse of Azure. Yesterday, I told you everything in detail about what is a data warehouse, how does it works, everything I have discussed or we have discussed yesterday. Am I right? So again, I don't think it's necessary or it is required for you to discuss it once again, guys. Azure Synapse Analytics is the data warehouse of Azure. And when we talk about the data warehouse, guys, it can store only the structured data, no other kind of data, because there's final layer of the data. Na? Final layer of the data means what? Structured data. So the Azure Synapse Analytics can store the structured data here. And then we have what's it, guys? Azure Virtual Machines. The Azure Virtual Machine. So the Azure Virtual Machine can store in the following format. What is that? Structured and semi-structured. Unstructured, anyways, it's not supported here. Structured and semi-structured, we can store it here in the Azure Virtual Machine, guys. So Azure Virtual Machine can be installed for two things. What is it? For the file system and for the database. Database means what? It can be SQL database, or else it can be the Oracle database, anything, guys. So these are all the storages information we have it, guys. These are all the storages information we have it into the Azure storages. That's it. These are storage. Likewise, guys, you have some around, okay. You can say around, you have many called 90 plus storages are there, but we don't use all of them. We use it up to the limited extent what is, even in when you work in the real time, we use it up to the extent what is needed for it us. Okay, so that's it, guys. So here we have it. Now guys, when you talk about these services, now today we are going to start with the first service, that is called as what? Azure Databricks. As I told you already, ADB. So guys, the ADB, guys, ADB is called as what? Azure Databricks. That means using of Databricks in Azure. Guys, using of Databricks in Azure is called as what? Azure Databricks, guys. Using of Databricks in Azure is called as what? Azure Databricks. So what is Azure Databricks? Azure Databricks is nothing but it provides the Spark cluster. Spark cluster. It provides a Spark cluster, and this Spark cluster helps in what, guys? Whenever you wanted to process millions and trillions of records, very huge and massive amount of big data, you have it, massive volume of the data, it can be processed in a couple of seconds, guys. It can process the same in couple of seconds. It can process the data in couple of seconds. Very fastly it can process. So hence we can say, guys, Azure Databricks is nothing but what? The Databricks concept used in the Azure or used with the Azure is called as what, guys? Azure Databricks. And when we use the Azure Databricks, guys, the Azure Databricks is used here. The Azure Databricks is used on the Spark cluster. As it is, provided with the Spark cluster, we can process the data very faster. We can process the data, guys, very faster. Okay. We can process the data very faster. Then the millions of trillions of records, we can process it very faster. But to use the Databricks in Azure, guys, we require to know some properties. We require to know some properties on this, guys. What are those? That means I can say, guys, the properties are the following properties are needed to use it here. First one is called as what, guys? Resource group. The resource group. The first one is called as what, guys? Resource group. Everyone. The first one is called as the resource group. And the next one, we can say it, guys, what? Everyone. The first one, we can say it as a resource group. Then we can say, guys, resource group is that we can have what's it, guys? Workspace, resource group, and followed by the workspace. Everyone, workspace. Okay, guys. And then the workspace is followed by the cluster. And then the cluster, guys, followed by the notebooks. Notebook. So now, guys, this is the hierarchy of everything. This is the hierarchy we use it, guys. Resource group, resource book is the collection of the workspace. Workspace is the collection of cluster. Cluster is the collection of the notebook, guys. Resource group, workspace, cluster, and notebook, guys. Resource group, workspace, cluster, and notebook. So these are all the, can you share, guys? Resource group, workspace, cluster, and notebook. So these are all the, guys, these are all the properties of a Azure Databricks. So we must and should know the properties of the Databricks to start with the same here, guys. Okay. So, okay. So how does this is used basically? What are the things you have it, everything? That anyways, we'll continue tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we'll start at the same 9 o'clock, guys. Okay. So 9 o'clock we'll start the session and we will start the practicals from tomorrow. Everyone. So, and guys, I request you everyone to take the subscriptions as well in prayer. Tomorrow I'll show you the subscription first. I'll show you the subscription first tomorrow. Then we will start with the Databricks tomorrow. And that's it, guys. And from that is nothing but day after tomorrow. That is from Friday. We will start at 8 o'clock, guys. We will start at 8 to 9 only. 1 hour session you will have it. Okay. So 8 to 9 you will have the session. That's it. From day after tomorrow, not from tomorrow. Day after tomorrow you will have it 8 to 9 session. Only tomorrow you will have the session at 9 o'clock, guys. Okay. So 1 hour session will be there. That's it. Okay. So any other questions if you have, you can ask me, please. Yeah. Am I audible, guys? Please respond, everyone.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, please, please.
Sir, after completing this course, can we show the experience if we have the background, like in
See,
other?
you can put up to 3 to 4 years of experience on this Azure data engineering after completing this. How to put, what are the things needed to be added on this, all these things we will see in the project.
And do you also take batches in weekend? Because
No, I don't take the batches in the weekend.
okay,
Sometimes it may be, but not on the regular basis. I don't take it on the regular basis.
okay. Because I'm a working professional, so that I have to think of like what time.
Pardon me?
Yeah, because Monday to Friday is the working hours, so that's what I was thinking. Like when can I?
No,
How
if
can I?
time permits, see, even I'm working somewhere. So the thing is that if time permits, we will take up the sessions on Saturdays, but not regularly. I don't take it. If it is lag behind, then I will just see this.
Okay. And another thing, are you going to cover a Snowflake as well as a data warehouse?
Snowflake, yeah, of course. Snowflake integration, I'll tell you how the basic part of the Snowflake we are going to see. Not in detail about the Snowflake, the how to access or how to integrate this one that is part of the Databricks with the Snowflake that we are going to see. Okay.
So as a data warehouse, we'll be using this Synapse, right?
The Synapse. For the data warehouse, we are going to use the Synapse.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that's it, guys, for the today. And tomorrow we'll have the session at 9 only. From day after tomorrow, we'll start at 8 o'clock. That is Friday onwards. From Friday, we will have it on the that is 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, only 1 hour session. Okay, thank you. Recordings and this, material, everything will be provided to you by the end of the day today. Okay, thank you.
And how many days in a weekend, sir? In weekdays, sir?
5 days or sometimes 6 days.
Oh, it's a 5 days.
Sometimes 5 days or sometimes 6 days based on the requirement. If it is needed, if we are lacking behind, then we'll have it a 6 day session also. That's not the thing. But mostly Monday to Friday only I'll have the sessions.
So recording session will be shared on our personal email ID or?
Yeah, personal mail IDs you will be it will be shared. So everyone, just do one thing, ping me off on my mobile number. We'll create a WhatsApp group as well.
Okay.
This is my mobile number. I'll create you the WhatsApp group. So in the WhatsApp group, you can share your mail ID so that I can share the recordings for all of you. Okay. This is my mobile number. So directly you can share it now. So just ping me off. I'll create the WhatsApp group. And once the WhatsApp group is created, you can share the mail IDs. So once the mail IDs, by the evening end of the day, you will get the material first of all and recordings. And duration is basically 100 days, guys. 100 days, almost 3 months, 10 days, you will have the one. That's what I told you. If someone wants to complete it early, so I can show you the method how to complete it. If regularly you are able with that, is you are comfortable with the regular sessions, then every day you will have 1 hour sessions. Because some people needs it in yeah, because some people needs basically in the fast track mode. So for them, I will suggest that. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. So tomorrow we'll meet at the 9th, the same time. Okay. Thank you.